Hello and welcome to Rogue Talks. So today we are looking at a group who are ending private use of private jets, or trying to end the use of private jets in the UK. And what they thought is a good way of doing that to raise awareness is pouring human feces over the memorial of Sir Colonel Tom Moore. So we're going to watch a video on. It's not the guy that actually done it. It was a girl that done it, but he's part of the same group, and he endorsed what happened and probably was the one that videoed it. So let's take a look, and then we'll give our views.
What on earth Captain or Colonel Tom Moore has to do with any of your political protests? I mean, this is a late soldier who represented the UK in World War II, has done did the most incredible fundraising job. Why on earth would you want to drag him into anything?
Yeah, you're right. He did so many amazing things, and yeah, here we all are. Everyone spitting on his grave, pouring poo on his grave. That's what we're doing.
Yes, so why?
Why are we doing that? Well, oh, sorry, when I say we, I mean me, the general public, you, everyone in this studio. Situation is we're sort of all fine with the government murdering our kids, and I think that's, sort of worse than pouring poo on his memorial, and we're all doing it. So yeah.
You're just a juvenile attention seeker, aren't you, Kai? That's what this is about. You've got nothing better to do, nothing bigger to worry about, because I just think you must have been taught when you were growing up about basic human decency.
Yeah, and I think it's a bit of a lower standard than human decency to let our government murder our kids. So, yeah.
Okay, but you still have not asked me at all why you would want to target a decorated war veteran who spent his dying years supporting an incredible cause.
Yeah, so, he did, as you said, as I said, he did all this amazing stuff, and, we need to stop lying to ourselves that everything's fine and that his legacy is not being violated right now, because it is.
How would you feel if one of your relatives' graves had human feces poured all over it, Kai?
I think it would be quite appropriate, given that that's also what's going on. My relatives did cool stuff, and, the actions of the UK government and the UK people is, equivocally, morally equivalent to pouring poo on their graves as well. More appropriate for Captain Tom, because he was, extra cool, but yeah.
So first off, this just makes me want to open hand slap this kid. I mean, that's my first reaction. I don't condone violence, and I definitely shouldn't. No one should do that. But, he's just a moron. An absolute moron. He thought that, what we should do is go and pour shit over Sir Colonel Tom Moore, who fought in the war, World War II, and raised millions of pounds to the NHS during a really tough time. That's how we'll get people on side. No, everyone thinks you're a dick. No one wants anything to do with your cause. The thing is, what you should really be doing, this is definitely what you should do, Kai. You should go to China, yeah, where their greenhouse gas emissions are, or carbon emissions are way, way, way more than ours. Yeah, and way more than anyone using a private jet. And you should go and pour shit over a CCP government statue. The statue of one of them boys. And then see what happens. Because what will happen is you'll disappear. And we'll be like, bye-bye, Kai. No one gives a fuck about you. Because you're a knob. And to be honest, getting rid of people using private jets in the UK, whatever, I couldn't, if they do, they do. I'm all up for doing your bit for the environment, recycling and everything else. But it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if in the UK we have zero carbon output. Because in the third world countries and countries like China and India have such a high output that it's not going to have any effect overall unless you do something to stop those countries and bring them round for their carbon footprint and bring that down. And probably America as well. I should imagine theirs is pretty big. But it's just crazy. You think that doing this, it's just attention seeking. He's just an attention seeking little prick. And I hope he disappears somewhere. I'm not saying I hope he dies. I'm just saying I hope he disappears from media, out of sight. Go and do something useful. You know, like raise money for charity. Raise money for your cause. Do something positive. Don't do negative shit like that. Because all people want to do is give you a slap. Let me know what your thoughts are. Maybe you think he had a point. I mean, it did get him on the news, to be fair. So in that way, it did get him some awareness. But I just think it's the wrong sort of awareness. And I think most people are going to be like, I'm going to go and get into my private jet and fly it around, even when I don't have to, just because I think you're a knob. But let me know what you think, and we'll see you in the next one. Thanks. Bye.